Hi everyone, in this video we are going to solve O-Levels Maths D Paper 2 in a session May-June 2018 Paper 2-1. So let's begin with the first question. Question 1A part, use set notation to describe the shaded region in the Venn diagram. So the shaded region is the outer one. So this is P union Q and its complement is the shaded region. So we can say that P union Q whole complement, or we can say this is equals to P complement intersection Q complement. Now in the B part, we have given the universal set from 1 to 12. X is a factor of 12. So we need to find the elements from 1 to 12 that are the factors of 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. So these three numbers are the factors of 12. In set B, X is a multiple of 2. So we need to list the multiples of 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. And in the set C, X is a square number. So what numbers are square? 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. So 16 is not in the set. Okay, now for the first part, show this information in the Venn diagram below. Okay, so first we need to find the intersection of the three sets over here. So A intersection B intersection C. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 1, 4. So 4 is a common number that comes in all the three. So 4 is in here. It's the intersection of all the three sets. Now let me find the intersection of A and B. So A intersection B, this would be 2, 4, 6, and 12. 2, 4, 6, and 12. Yes. So A and B, so 4 is already written, so we have 2, 6, and 12. Now let me find the intersection of B and C. So B intersection C, we have 4. Yes, just 4. So B intersection C, we already wrote 4. Now let me find A intersection C. 1 and 4 is common. So 1 and 4. So A intersection C, 1 is over here. Okay. Now let me list the remaining elements for set A. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Now for set B, multiples of 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. For set C, 1, 4, and 9. Okay, so let me find what numbers are outside. So we use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is outside. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So this is a Venn diagram. Now for the second part, find the number of A intersection B. So we already solved A intersection B, that is 2, 4, 6, 12. So there the total number of elements in this set is 4. Now find number of A intersection B union C whole complement. So first we need to find what is B union C and its complement, and then with intersection with A. Okay, so B union C. So from the set above, B union C is 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, and 12. So this is B union C. Now its complement, it means the other than these elements. So B union C whole complement is 1, 2, it would be 3, 4, 5, 6, it would be 7, 8, 9, 10, it would be 11, and 12. So these are the elements in B union C whole complement. Now let me find its A intersection with that set. So if I can say A intersection with that set, if let me solve it over here, right? So A is a set having elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6 and 12, and its intersection with these elements 3, 5, 7 and 11. Okay, so 3 is a common, 5, 7, 11 not comes in this, so 3, and the number of elements in this set is 1 because this intersection is 3. Right. Now for the fourth part, one subset in the Venn diagram in part B1, okay, has no element. Use set notation to describe this subset in B1. So as you can see, this is B1. So which set has no element? So as you can see, B intersection C has 4. How can we make, if we can take its intersection with A complement, this will be this will be the set having no element. A, B intersection C and its intersection with A complement. So we can say the set having no element is A complement intersection B intersection C. Now for the C part of question number 1, in the first part, write 540 as a product of its prime factors. So let me find the prime factors of 540. So 540 dividing by 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 7 is 14 and 0, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 3 is 6 and 2 times 5 is 10. And then 3 times table, 3 times 4 is 12 and 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 1 is 3 and 3 times 5 is 15. Let me extend it. This would be 3 times 5 is 15 and 5 times 1 is 5. So 540 is basically equals to 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 and times 5. So the prime factorization is 2 square times 3 cube times 5 for 540. Now for the second part, P is the smallest possible integer such that 540 times P is a square number. So square number means the power must be even. Finding square root of 540p, giving your answer as a product of its prime factor. So first we need to find 540p. So 540 multiply with some p. So 540 is 2 square times 3 cube times 5. So this product must be a square number. How can we make it as a square number when the powers must be even? So 2 power is even, 3 power is odd. So if we can multiply with this 3, so the power must be even. So and multiplying 5, we will get the power of 5 also even. So the p is 3 times 5. It means the number p is 15. Okay, so we can write it down as 2 square times 3 exponent 4 times 5 square. So all the powers are even, so it means this is a square number. Now let me find the square root of 540p. And this would be equals to square root of 2 square times 3 power 4 times 5 square. And in order to cancel the square root, we will get 2 times 3 square times 5. Right. Now question number 2, in A part, Sammy invests $2,000 in an account paying compound interest at a rate of 1.8% per year. Calculate the total interest paid to Sammy after 3 years. So interest paid is basically equals to amount minus principal. And the formula for the amount is P into 1 plus R over N into NT minus principal, right? Okay, so P is the investment, that is $2,000, into 1 plus R is the interest rate, that is 1.8%. So for percentage, dividing by 100. N is a compounding period, so it is compounded for per year, so it is just 1. again n is 1 and t is for 3 years, subtract the principal, the investment, that is 2000. Okay, now let me simplify it. This is 1.8 divide 100, adding 1 and its cube times by 2000 and then subtracting 2000. 109.95 dollars, $109.96 we can say after 3 years. That is a total interest paid. Now for the B part, Teresa takes out a loan. She repays the loan over 1 year at a rate of $54 per month for 1 year. Okay, so as we know that 1 year has 12 months, so we need to find the total she repay. Total repay will be 12 times 54, and this is equals to 12 times 54 is 648. So this would be $648, right? The total she repay is 8% greater than the value of the original loan. Let's say the value of the original loan is 100% sum x. Work out the value of the original loan. We need to find the value for x. So it is 8% greater than. So the total she repay is 648 is equals to 8% greater than the original value. So 8% plus 100% and times by x. So this would be equals to 648, 8 plus 100 dividing by 100 and then times by x. And to solve for x, we can say 648 times 100 over 108. So let me simplify it. So 648 times 100 and then dividing by 108, so it would be 600. So $600 is the value of the original loan. Question number 3, in A part, we need to solve this equation and finding the value for P. So 4 is going to multiply with P and with -3. So 4P minus 12, 4 times 3 is 12, equals to 2P plus 7. And now shifting the P terms to the left, 4P minus 2P, and taking the constant terms to the right, so it would be positive 12. 4 minus 2 is 2P. And 7 plus 12 is equals to 19, and the value for P is 19 over 2, or we can write it down in terms of decimal, that is 9.5. Now for the B part, solve these simultaneous equations, show your working. So we have given a system of linear equations. We can solve it by using a method of substitution or method of elimination. So as we can see in the first equation, we have the y coefficient is -1. So I would like to use a method of substitution. So I can name it equation 1 and equation 2. So from equation 1, let me solve for y. So 2x minus 5 would be equals to y. Shifting the 5, it would be -5, and y on the other, it will be positive y. Now this is equation number 3. Now put this equation 3 into equation 2. So 7x minus 2 times of y, 2x minus 5. This is equals to 1. Let me solve for x now. So we have 7x plus 2 times 2 is 4x minus 2 times 5 is 10 equals to 1. So 7 plus 4 is 11x. This would be equals to 1 plus 10. This would be equals to 11. So x is equals to 1. 11 over 11 is just 1. So we got the value for x. Now substitute that x value into my equation number 3 to get the y. So y would be equals to 2 times 1 minus 5. So y equals to 2 minus 5, and y is equals to -3. So the x is 1 and the y is -3. Now for C part, we need to simplify this expression. So in the numerator and in the denominator, we have a quadratic expression. We need to factorize basically. So from the numerator, we can take the variable m common and we are left with m plus 3. So we have factorized the numerator. Now the denominator is 2 times negative 3. I'm using a factorization. This would be negative of 6. And we know that minus 6 times 1 is minus 6. And if we can say 6 minus 1, this would be equals to 5. So I can break this midterm. So 2m square plus 6m minus m and minus 3. Okay, so numerator stays the same because we already factorized it. Now for the denominator, we can take 2m common from the first two terms. We are left with m, and 2 times 3 is 6, and negative 1 is common, so m plus 3. Right. Okay, so let me combine the factors. M into m plus 3 over 2m minus 1 into m plus 3. Now we can cancel the like factors, m plus 3 and m plus 3, and we are left with m over 2m minus 1. So that is a simplified answer. Now for the D part, b is directly proportional to cube of a. So b is directly proportional to a cube, and from here b is equals to some constant times a cube. Given that b is 4 when a is 2, b is 4, k, and a value is 2, so 2 cube. 2 cube is 8, so 4 equals to 8 k. And to solve for k, we can say 4 by 8, this is 1 by 2, and this is equals to k. So we got the value for k. Now putting it over here, so b is equals to half a cube. Okay, now find b when a is 5. So b half 5 cube. So what is 5 cube? 5 cube is 125. So the value for b is 125 divides 2. You can keep it as it is, or you can convert it into decimal as well. So the value for b is 62.5. Question number 4. 12 lettered tiles spelling the word trigonometry are placed inside a bag. Okay, so in the A part, a tile is taken at random from the bag. Find the probability that the tile shows a letter R. Give your answer as a fraction in its simplest form. So how many R's in this letter trigonometry? 1 and 2. So there are 2 R's, and the total R letters are 12. So this would be 1 out of 6 in the simplest form. Right. Now for the B part, all the tiles are placed back in the bag, and a tile is then taken at random and placed on the table. A second tile is taken at random and placed on the right of the first tile. A third tile is taken at random and placed at the right of the second tile. Okay, first, second, and third. Find the probability that in order the tiles get placed on the table, they spell get, G-E-T. Okay, so we need to basically find the probability for G, E, and T, the letter G, E, and T separately. Okay, so how many G in trigonometry? So let me find. There is just one G, so the probability for G is 1 out of 12. Right? And times for E, how many E's in trigonometry? Just one E, and then now letters are left with 11 times T, 1 and 2, there are 2 T's, and 10 tiles are left. Okay, so let me multiply 1 times 2 would be 2 over 10 times 11 times 12. This is 1, 3, 2, 0. So let me convert it into simplest form. This would be 1 out of 660. Now for the C part, vowels are the letters A, E, I, O, U. All other letters are consonants. All the 12 tiles are placed back in the bag and 2 tiles are taken at random without replacement. Complete the tree diagram. Okay, so for the first tile, how many vowels? They said 4 vowels in trigonometry and out of 12. And how many consonant? If 4 are the vowels, then the rest of the letters are 8 because the total are 12. So 8 are the consonants out of 12. Right? Okay, so for vowels, for second tile, if we can take another vowel, so if we take one more vowel, so 3 vowels are left and the total tiles left are 11. So from vowel, if I can pick consonant, so the consonant stays the same, 8 consonants and the tiles left are 11 now. Now for second case, from consonant, if I can take a vowel, so vowels are same, 4 and total are 11. And from consonant, I can take another consonant. So if from 8, consonant left are 7 and total would be 11. Okay, so we have completed the tree diagram. Now for the second part, find the probability that the tiles both show vowels. Okay, both show vowels. So for vowels, you can see 4 by 12 and 3 by 11. So 4 out of 12 and then times 3 out of 11. So this is a probability for vowels. So 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 4 is 12, 4 times 1 is 4, so it is just 1 out of 11. So this is a probability when both the tiles are vowels. Now for the third part, find the probability that one tile shows a vowel and the one tile shows a consonant. Okay, so vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. So we can make this pair. Okay, so for the first, if we can take vowel, 4 out of 12 is a probability for vowel, and for consonant times 8 over 11. We can make another combination, consonant and then vowel. So 8 by 12 is a consonant times vowel is 4 by 11. Right. So now let me simplify this. So we have 4 times 8 is 32 and 12 times 11 is 132. Again 32 over 132. 32 plus 32, this would be 64. 64 over 132. We can convert it into simplest form. 64 over 132, this would be 16 over 33. Question number 5, in A part, we have given a sequence 1, 7, 13, 19, 25 and so on. Now for the first, find an expression in terms of n for the nth term of this sequence. Okay, so for the nth term, let me find out the difference between the term 1 and 7. We need to add 6. 7 and 13 adding 6. 13 plus 6 makes 19. 19 plus 6 is 25. So means every time we are adding 6. So the nth term would be 6n. Right? So for the first term, when n equals to 1, we will get 6 times 1, that is equals to 6. But the first term of the sequence is 1. So how can we make 1? By subtracting 5, because 6 minus 5 is 1. So subtracting 5. Let me check for the second term. When n is equals to 2, 6 times 2 is 12 and 12 minus 5 is 7. So this is nth term formula, 6n minus 5. Right. Now for the second part, explain why 251 is not a term in this sequence. Okay, so we can put 251 equals to that nth term, 6n minus 5. And let me solve for n. So 6n would be equals to 251 plus 5. This would be 256. And n is equals to 256 divide 6. So let me find 256 divide 6. This is 42.66. So now we need to explain why this is not a term in this sequence. We can say because n is not exactly divisible by 6, sorry, not n, because 256, this number 256 is not exactly divisible by 6. That is why 251 is not the term in this sequence. Now for the B part, here is another sequence. We have 5, 8, 13, 20, 29, and so on. The pth term of the sequence is p square plus 4. Write down an expression in terms of p for the pth term of these sequences. So we have given the two sequences and we need to find their pth term. As we have given the hint that these two sequences must involve p square, right? So if they involve p square, then for the first term we can say we have, if we can take p square, we have 1 square, so this is equals to 1. For second term we have 2 square, this is equals to 4. For third term we have 3 square and this is equals to 9. Okay, so but the terms in this sequence, the first term is -2, but we got 1. So how can we get -2? By subtracting 3 we will get -2. In 4, if we can subtract 3 we will get 1, that is the second term. From 9 subtract 3 we will get 6, that is a third term. So it means the pth term formula is p square minus 3, because we are subtracting 3 each time. Now for the second sequence, if I can take, let me find the difference between the terms. The difference between 7 and 12 is 5. In 12 and 19 it's 7, adding 7. In 19 and 28 the difference is 9. In 28 and 39 the difference is 11. So the first difference is not constant. Let me find the second difference. So 2 and 5 and 7 the difference is 2. 7, 9 it's 2. 9, 11 it's 2. So the second difference is constant. So again we are using the hint of p square. So for the first term we have 1 square, so this is equals to 1. And we need to use this information for the constant second difference. So we can say p square plus 2p, right? So for the first term we have 1 square, that is 1, and then we need to add 2 times of 1. So 1 plus 2, this would be equals to 3, right? And for the second term we have 1 square plus 2 square, and 2 times 2, we have 4 plus 4, this would be equals to 8. Now the first term we got is 3, but here we have 7. So how can we make 7? So 3 plus 4 equals to 7. 8 plus 4 equals to 12. That is the second term. Let me check for the third term as well. So means we need to add 4. So for the third term, 3 square plus 2 times of 3. So we have 9 plus 6. 9 plus 6 is 15. So in 15, if we add 4, we will get 19. That is a third term. So it means the pth term formula for this sequence is p square plus 2p plus 4. Now for the C part, the diagram below show the first 3 patterns in a sequence. The patterns are made from short diagonal lines. So pattern 1, pattern 2 and pattern 3. Now for the first part, draw pattern 4 on the dotted grid below. So as you can see, if I can draw the pattern 1 first, this would be the pattern 1. Now for pattern 2, they made another 2 lines from the diagonal, right? Now for pattern 3, extending the rest of the 3, 1, and this is another 1, and the 3. Now let me make for pattern 4. So extending for pattern 4, standing this way, and so this is a pattern 4. Okay, now for the second part, complete the table below for the number of the short lines in pattern 4 and 5. So we have given the pattern numbers and the number of short lines. So for 1, we have 4 lines, for 2, 10, for 3, 18. So it means we need to multiply 1 by 4 to get 4. 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 6 is 18. And 4 times 7 is 28, and 5 times 8, because 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is 40. So these are the number of lines. Now for the third part, find an expression in terms of t for the number of the short lines in pattern T. Okay, so for pattern T, so as we can see, for pattern 1 we have 1 times 4, right? So we can write down as, okay, now let me continue. For pattern 2 we have 2 times 5. For pattern 3 we have 3 times 6, and so on, right? So this is the value for n, 1, 2, 3. These are the pattern numbers. How can we arrange this 4, 5 and 6? So this is 1 times 1 plus 3 makes 4. 2 times 2 plus 3 is 5. 3 times 3 plus 3 is 6, right? So compiling all these, so this 1, 2, 3 is n, and into again n plus 3, right? And but they said we need to find the pattern T, so we can say T into T plus 3, or we can write it down as T square plus 3T. So this is the formula for the Tth pattern. Question number 6 in A part. ABC is a triangle with AC 6 centimeter, BC is 9 centimeter, AB has been drawn below. So in the first part, use a protractor, use a ruler and a pair of compasses only. Construct the triangle ABC. Okay. So that's pretty easy. We already know the AB line already has been drew. So we need to use a compass and a ruler. So A to C is 6 centimeter. So A to some C. So we need to open the compass of length 6 centimeter. As you can see, we have this is less than 6. Let me open it more. No. This is more than 6. Let me. Yes, so as you can see, this is exactly equals to 6 centimeter. So put it on A and draw an arc of 6 centimeter. Right? Now B to C is 9 centimeter. So for B, from B, we need to draw an arc of 9 centimeter. So if I can open it more widely and let me show you where is 9. It's more than 9. Little bit more. Yes. So as you can see on the ruler, this is exactly 9 centimeter. Yes, 9 centimeter exactly. So put it on B and draw an arc of 9 centimeter. The intersection point is the point C. So this is a point C. Let me connect the point C with A with the help of a ruler, and joining the point C with B. So this is a triangle ABC. Now for the second part, measure BAC. Okay, so angle BAC. BAC. So with the help of a protractor, we can easily measure the angle BAC. So if I can put it over here, and let me find that angle, this red line, so this is 80 and this is 81. So that angle is 81 degrees. So the answer is 81 degrees. Now for the B part, a rectangular field has a dimension 220 meters by 340 meters, each correct to the nearest 10 meters. Calculate the upper bound for the area of the rectangle. So first we need to find the upper bound for the dimensions of the rectangle. Now for 220 meters correct to the nearest 10 meters, so for upper bound we can add 10 by 2, so this is equals to 220. Adding 5, this would be equals to 225. This is the upper bound for the length, and if I can say 350 is the width, so add 10 by 2, so this is 350, adding 5, so this is 355 is the width. Now we need to find the upper bound for the area of this field. So we know that area of a rectangle is length times width. So 225 times 355, we will get the area. So 225 times 355, this is equals to 79,875. 79875 meter square. Now for the C part, the points P, Q, R and S lies on the circumference of a circle. So as you can see, P, Q, R and S, these points are lying on the circumference of a circle. P, Q, R, S is a trapezium with PQ parallel to SR. PQ is parallel to the line SR. T is the point on SR. So T is this point on SR such that QPT is 66 degree, QTR is 35 degrees, and TQR is 79 degrees. Now for the first part, find PTS, giving a reason for your answer. PTS. So where is PTS? PTS. This angle we need to find. So what is that angle? So PTS is 66 degrees. Why this is 66? Because as we know that the line PQ and the line SR, these two lines are parallel and their alternate angles must be equal. So angle P and angle T must be equal. So the reason we can make is this angle is 66 degree because we can say PQ is parallel to SR and alternate angles are equal. When two lines are parallel, their alternate angles are equal. Now for the second part, we need to find PTQ. So where is PTQ? PTQ, this angle we need to find. Okay, so that's pretty easy. So if we can consider this straight line is 180 degree and that is a sum of 66 and 35 and this angle, so if I can subtract 66 and 35 from 180, we will get this angle, right? So we can say 180 subtract 66 subtract 35 would be equals to angle PTQ. 180 minus 66 minus 35, this is 79 degrees. So let me write down 79 degrees. These are also alternate angles. Now for the third part, complete the statements below to show that the triangle PQT is congruent to the triangle RTQ. PQT and RTQ. So these two angles are congruent. Okay, so the first statement is angle PTQ is equals to what angle? PTQ is equals to the angle TQR, 79. TQR, angle TQR. Now for second statement, angle PQT is equals to what angle? So the angle PQT is equals to this angle 35. right? So this angle is equals to Q, T and R because these are the alternate angles. Q, T, R. Q, T, R. So for the third statement, as we say that this angle is alternate to this one, so both are 35, and this and these two are alternate angle, and in both triangle PQT and RQT, the line QT, this is a common side. So we can say that QT is common side. So we have proved that the triangle PQT is congruent to the triangle RTQ, and the congruency condition is angle, angle and side. Question number 7. The diagram shows the net of an open box of height 3 centimeter. The area of the base of the box is 15 centimeters square. The length of the rectangular base is x centimeter. So the length is x and the area of the base we have given. By using these two statements we can find out the width. So as we can say, the length of the area of a rectangle is length times width. The area of a rectangle, area of the base is 15 centimeters square. They said the length is x and let's say the width is w. So what is the width? So we can say the width is 15 by x and the length is x, right? Okay, now the total area of a net is a centimeter square. In a part, show that a would be equals to this. So basically we need to find the total area, right? So we can say the total area is equals to area of the base, this area that we have 15, plus the area of this rectangle and this rectangle. So again this is x and 3, this is x and 3. So we have 3x plus 3x plus the area for these two rectangles. So again the height is 3 and what is this side length? So this is 15 by x. So we have 3 times 15 by x and the other is again 3 and this is 15 by x. Plus 3 times 15 by x. Okay, so let me simplify it. The total area we have given is A. So A is equals to 15 plus 3 plus 3 would be 6x, plus we have 3 times 15. 3 times 15 is 45 and 45. So 45 plus 45, this is equals to 90 over x. So we have showed that the area, the total area is this. Now for the B part, Graham has one of these open boxes. The total area of the net of his box is 65 centimeters square. Write down an equation in X and solve it to find the length of the base of the Graham's box. Give your answer correct to the nearest 2 decimal place. Okay, so we can use the same equation of the area but put that area equals to 65. So we can say 15 plus 6x plus 90 over x, this is equals to 65, right? So we need to make an equation first. So if I can multiply with x, 15x plus 6x square plus 90, this would be equals to 65x, right? So let me arrange the terms. We have 6x square plus 15x minus 65x and plus 60, this would be 90 equals to 0. So we have 6x square. So from 65 take away 15, this is 50 minus 50x and plus 90 equals to 0. So this is the equation in x. Now we need to solve this quadratic equation by using a quadratic formula. So let me do it. So quadratic formula is x is equals to negative of b is minus 50, plus minus square root b square minus 4 times a value is 6 times c is 90. And this is going to divide with 2 times of a, and a is 6. 2 times of 6. So let me simplify it further. So x is equals to negative times negative is positive of 50 plus minus square root. We need to do negative square is positive, so 50 square is 2500. And what is 4? 4 times 6 times 90. This is 2 minus 2160. And this is dividing by 2 times 6, that is 12. Right? Okay, let me simplify it further. So x would be equals to 50 plus minus square root. So 2500 subtract 2160, this is 340. And then dividing by 12. Now we have two x values. For the first value, we can say 50 plus square root 340 and dividing by 12. This is 5.703, but for 2 decimal place, this is 5.70. So we can say x is equals to 5.70. Now for the other value with a negative square root, so 50 minus square root 340 and divide 12. This is equals to 2.63. 2.63, and we have a 0 after the, so we just need 2 decimal place. So these are the two values for the length, correct 2 decimal place. Now for part C, in the first part, complete the table below for the area. So we need to find the a value when x is 8. So that's pretty easy. So a would be equals to 15 plus 6 times 8 plus 90 over 8, right? So we have 90 divides 8 and then add 6 times 8 and then add 15. This is equals to 74.25, right? Now for the second part, draw the graph of the area function for x's between 2 to 8, right? Okay, so let's do it. So when x is 2, the a value is 72. So we have 2, x is 2, we have 72, this point, right? Now for x is 3, the a is 63. 3, we have 62, we have 63 is in the middle over here, 63. Yeah. So as you can see, we have 60 and 62. So this difference is 2. And how many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 divides 5. This is 0.4. So each block is representing 0.4. So for 3 we have 63. So we have 62, 62.4, 62.8, and we have 63.2. So this is 63. Yes, I'm right. Now for the fourth, when x is 4, this is 61.5. So for 4, we have 60, 60.4, 60.8, and 61.2, 61.4, and 61.5 is over here. Now for the next value, for 5 it is 63. For 5 this is again 62, 62.4, 62.8, and 63 is in the middle. For the value 6 we have 66. That's easy. For 6 we have 66. Yes, this point. Now for the next point, when x is 7, 69.9. Find 69.9. For 7 we have 68. This is 68, right? So in 68 adding 0.4, the next block is 68.4, and then adding 0.4, the next is 68.8, and then adding 4, 0.4, this is 69.2, and then adding 0.4, we have 69.6, and then adding 0.4, we have 70. So this block is 70, so we need to find 69.9. so this is a point, 69.9. I hope you understand it. Now for the last point, when x is 8, the area is 74.25. okay, so for 8 we have 74 and 74.2, and in the middle 74.25. So let me connect all these points to get a smooth curve of the area function. So make sure your curve passes through each and every point. This is a quadratic function, so this must be, the shape must look like a parabola. Yeah, so this is a curve. Now for the third part, Dihela has one of these open boxes. The area of the net of her box is 68 centimeters square. Use your graph to find the length and the width of her box. Okay, so when the area is 68, we need to find the value for x. So corresponding to 68, we have 68 over here. So what is the value? Here is the value. So for 68, the value for x is 2, 1, 2, 3, or 4. You can take 2.3 or 2.4 is better. Yes, the x value is 2.4. So as we can see from the previous part, I have already mentioned that the length is x and the width is 15 by x, right? So if I can write down the same formula here, that the length is x and we got x is 2.4 and the width is 15 over x, that is 15 over 2.4, we will get the width. So this is 15 divides 2.4, 6.25. 6.25, so the length is 2.4 centimeter and the width is 6.25 centimeter. Question number 8. The grid shows triangles A, B and a rectangle R. So A, B and R. Now for the first part, triangle A's map onto triangle B by the single transformation K. Find the matrix representing transformation K. Okay, A to B. So A and B, as you can see, the shapes are same, so it is not an enlargement, it is not a translation, not even a reflection, so it is basically a rotation. And if it is a rotation 90 degree about origin, so let's see, the rotation is clockwise or anti-clockwise. So this rotation is anti-clockwise basically. Yes. So this point is 1, 2, 3 units left and 1, 2 units down, and from here this point is basically this point. So 3 units left and 2 units down. So now 3 units down, 1, 2, 3 and 2 units to the right. So this is rotation 90 degree anti-clockwise about the origin 0, 0. So how can we find the matrix representation? We need to use the formula. So if I can draw the coordinates. So here we have a point 1, 0. This point is 0, 1. This point is -1, 0. Okay. So it is basically a rotation 90 degree and anti-clockwise. So if it is anti-clockwise, so this point becomes this point, right? So the first point is 0, 1 for that matrix, and this point become this point. So the second point is -1, 0. So this is the easiest way to find the matrix representing the transformation. Now for the B part, triangle B is mapped onto triangle C by reflection in the y-axis. On the diagram, draw triangle C. So we have a reflection in y-axis. Okay, so we have B and it is a reflection in y-axis. So this is a y-axis. So when we have a reflection in y-axis, it means the x coordinates. We need to change the x coordinates and the y coordinate stays the same. The signs of x coordinates are reversed. So here the x is -2 and the y is -3. So the y stays the same, -3, but the x changes to +2. So +2 and -3. This point is -2 and -4. It would be 2 and -4. This point is -4 and -3. So here we have 4 and -3. So this is a triangle C after a reflection in y-axis. So we have a reflection in y-axis. So we need to change the switch the signs of x coordinates and the y coordinate stays the same. Now for the C part, triangle A is mapped onto triangle C by the single transformation L. Describe fully the single transformation L. A map onto C. Okay, so if I can go back to the grid, we can see this is the triangle C, sorry. So A and then C. Okay, so this is basically reflection A to C along a line y equals to x. So along this line y equals to x, so we have a reflection. So as you can see here, the x coordinate is -3, 2, and from here we have 2, -3, right? So reflection along y equals to x. So y coordinate switches to x coordinate. So this coordinate is -3 and 2. And this coordinate over here is 2 and -3. So it is a reflection along a line y equals to x. So let me write down reflection along a line y equals to x. Now for part D, triangle R is mapped on, sorry, rectangle R is mapped onto rectangle S by the translation by the vector -2, 3 on the diagram. Draw triangle S. So it is a translation. So -2 means we need to move 2 units left, and 3 means we need to move 3 units up. Yes, so 2 units left and 3 units up. So let me draw. So we have a rectangle R. So this point, if we move this point 2 units left, 1 and 2, we are here, and moving 3 units up, 1, 2, 3. So this would be the first point. So from here we need to move 2 units left, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, right? And this point, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So here is a rectangle S by a translation -3, -2, 3. Number 9, the diagram shows a sector of a circle of radius 8 cm and angle 70 degree. In A part, calculate the shaded area. So as you can see, the shaded area is basically the area of a sector and subtracting this area of a triangle. This complete is a sector. So we need to find the area of the whole sector and then subtract this area of a triangle. We will get the shaded area. Right, so shaded area is basically equals to area of sector subtract area of triangle, because triangle is not shaded, right? So area of a sector, the formula is theta over 360 pi r square minus area of a triangle is half As you can see, this side is 8, so this is also a radius, it is 8, and the angle is given, so we need to multiply the two sides and the angle between it, sine of that angle. This is the area of the triangle. Right, so if I can substitute the values over here, we have 70 over 360 pi, radius is 8 square, minus 8 times 8 is 64 by 2, and sine 70. Okay, so let me solve it. 70 divides 360 times 3.14 times 64, and then subtract 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 times 4 2 times 2 is 4, so 64 by 2 is 32. 32 times sine 70, so we have 9.005. So I can say that shaded area is 9.005, and correct to two decimal places, this would be 9.01 centimeter square. Now for part B, a piece of a chocolate is in the shape of a prism with the shaded area from part A being its cross section. So this is a cross section. The rectangular base of the chocolate is 16 centimeter by x centimeter. The piece of a chocolate is to be placed in a box which is a cuboid of size 16 centimeter by x centimeter by 1.5 centimeter. 1.5. So the height of that box, we can say, is, if I can draw, this height is 1.5 centimeter of that cuboid, right? Now for the first part, show that the chocolate will fit inside the box. So the chocolate will fit inside the box when the height of a box is greater than the height of a chocolate, right? And we know that the height of a box is 1.5, so 1.5 must be greater than some height of a chocolate. So we need to find the height of a chocolate, right? Okay, so if we go back to the part A, we have given this is x, this cross section is x, right? By using that shape of the sector of a circle, we can find the value for the height. So if I can draw the shape over here, this shape, right? And so this is 8, we have given this is 8, and this angle is 70. So if I can draw the line from the center of a circle to the circumference, this height is also 8, because this is a center of a circle, and to any point on the circumference is its radius. So this height is also 8. So basically we need to find this height, because this side is x as we have given, right? So basically we just need to find the height from this point to this point. The total is 8, we know, and we just need to find this one. So the total angle is 70, so the half of 70 is 35 and 35. So these two angles are 35 and 35, and this is a right angle again, so we can use SOHCAHTOA. So let's see which trigonometric ratio. So if I can use, so okay, so we need to find basically this height from this point to this, let's say h. So we have angle, this is opposite, this is adjacent, this is hypotenuse. We need to find adjacent, and the hypotenuse is given to us, so we need to use the ratio for cosine. So cos of that angle, we can say cos of 35 degrees is equals to adjacent over hypotenuse, that is h over 8. So from here h is equals to 8 cos 35, right? Let me find the height. 8, okay, cos 35 and then times by 8, so 6.55. This is 6.55. Right, so this height is 6.55. The total we know is h. How can we find this height? So we can say this height, or we can say height of a chocolate. So height of a chocolate is basically equals to the total height 8 and subtracting this height minus 6.55. So 8 subtract it, 1.44 or 6. So this is 1.45. So as we can see, the height of a chocolate we got is 1.45, and this is lower than the height of a box. So we can say yes, the chocolate will fit inside the box. So we have already showed that the chocolate will fit inside the box because the height of a box is greater than the height of a chocolate. Now for the second part, these boxes are to be packed in cartons in the shape of a cuboid. The size of each carton is 48 centimeter by 4 centimeter by 24 centimeter. Find the maximum number of boxes that can be packed inside one carton. So basically we need to find the volume of a carton and the volume of a box. So the volume of carton, the size of each carton is this. So the volume of a carton is 48 times 4x times 24. So we have 48 times 4 times 24. This is 4608x, right? And what is the volume of a box? The box dimension we have given is 16 times x times 1.5 in the first part. So we have 16 times 1.5, this is 24x. Okay, now to find the maximum number of boxes that can be packed inside one carton, so we need to do the ratio of volume of a carton over volume of a box. So 4608x divide to 24x. So we can cancel the x, and 4608 divides 24, this is 192. So the maximum number of boxes that can be packed into one carton is 192 boxes. Question number 10. A boat leaves A and travel 12 kilometers to B. Okay. As you can see in the diagram, the boat leaves A and travel 12 kilometers to B. In the first part, the boat leaves A at 10:25 and travels at an average speed of 15 km per hour. At what time does the boat arrive at B? Okay, so as we know the formula that time is equals to distance over speed. The total distance from A to B is 12 km and the speed is 15 km per hour. I can cancel the kilometers and kilometers. So 12 by 15 is 0.8. So this is 0.8 hours. So let me convert hours into minutes by multiplying by 60. So this is 48 minutes basically. Now for the B part, the bearing of B from A is 56 degrees. B is 2 km due west of C. We need to calculate AC. Okay, this is a side AC. Okay, we have given the two sides AB and BC. We need to find the third side. We can use a law of cosine, but for that law we need one angle as well. So the angle that is in between of these two sides. So how can we find that angle? So first, by using this information of the bearing, if I can draw the north line at point B, so this is a north line, right, at point B. So you can see this angle is 56, this angle is also 56, because both the north lines are parallel and their alternate angles are equal, right? This is 90 degree, this is also 90 degree, right? So what is this complete angle B? So this angle B is basically you can say a sum of 90 degree and 56 degree, right? So we have 90 plus 56 is 146. So this angle is 146 degree. Now we have angle B and the two sides. We can easily find the side AC by using law of cosine. So if I can make a law of cosine, so A is 2 kilometers, C is 12 kilometers. This side is basically B, we can say. So B square is equals to A square plus C square minus 2AC cos of angle B, right? And B square is equals to A is 2 kilometer. So 2 square, C is 12 kilometer, 12 square minus 2 times 12, and cos of angle B is 146 degree. Right, so let me simplify. So the value for B is basically a square root of this expression, right? So if I can find cos 146 and then times by 12 times 2 times -2, right? And then add 12 square is 144, and then add 2 square is 4, and then doing a square root to get B, we have 13.70 meters. 13.70 meters, or 13.7 is the length of a side AC. 13.7, sorry, it's kilometer, not meters. This is the kilometer. For part C, C is the base of the cliff. The top of the cliff D is vertically above C. DC is perpendicular to BC. So this is perpendicular DC, and that is, this DC is 105 meters. Calculate the angle of elevation of D from B. So this angle we need to find, and it is a right angle triangle. We can again use a Sokatwa. So we know this the angle opposite and the adjacent, so we need to use tangent. But as we can see, DC is in meters but BC is in kilometers, so we can convert kilometers into meters. We know that 1 kilometer has 1000 meters and BC is 2 kilometers, so 2 kilometer, this side is 2000 meters. So we can use tangent of angle B is opposite over adjacent. Opposite is DC, that is 105 meters, over adjacent is 2000 meters. We can find angle B by doing tan inverse. So we have 105 divides 2000 and doing tan inverse 3.005 or 3.01 degree is the angle of elevation of D from B. Number 11, in A part, the grid shows the line 4y equals to x plus 2. So this line is 4y equals to x plus 2. By drawing the appropriate lines inside, indicate the region R defined by all these inequalities. So x is greater than equals to 1. So first we need to draw x equals to 1. So this is x is equals to 1. This line is x is equals to 1. And for this line, they already do this one, right? X plus y equals to 5. So if I can convert it into slope intercept form, y equals to minus x plus 5. So 5 is the y-intercept and minus 1 is a slope. Slope is rise over run. So rise is 1 unit down and the run is 1 unit to the right. So this point. Let me connect these 2 points. We will get the second line, that is x plus y equals to 5. Okay. So in the region R, x is greater than equals to 1. This is x equals to 1, right? And this is greater than equals to 1, right? x plus y is less than equals to 5. So this is x plus y, this line. So it is lower, less than equals to 5, and 4y is greater than equals to x plus 2. So this is greater above. So this is a region R. Right. Now for the B part, A is the point -1, 3 and B is a point 5, 5. In the first part, calculate the length of AB. We can find the length of AB by using the distance formula. The length is square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So this is a formula for the length. So A is x1 y1, B is x2 y2. So the length is equals to x2 is 5 minus x1 is -1. So 5 minus -1 is plus 1 whole square, and then plus y2 is 5 and y1 is 3. So 5 minus 3 whole square, and then we have a square root. So the length is square root. 5 plus 1 is 6 and 6 square is 36. And 5 subtract 3 is 2 and 2 square is 4. So we have 36 plus 4 is 40. So square root of 40 is 6.234. 32. This is the length of a line AB. Now for the second part, find the equation of the line perpendicular to AB that passes through the midpoint of AB. Okay, if it is perpendicular, we need to find the slope and we need to find the midpoint of AB. Okay, so what is the slope of AB? Slope of AB is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, right? So we have the points AB, x1, y1, x2, y2. y2 minus y1, 5 minus 3 over x2 minus x1. So we have 5 plus 1. So we have 2 by 6, that is equals to 1 by 3. So the slope of the line that is perpendicular, so we can say that the perpendicular slope will be negative reciprocal of 1 by 3. So that is negative of 3. Right? Okay, now we need to find the midpoint of AB as well. Now by using the formula for the midpoint, we have x1 plus x2 divides 2 and y1 plus y2 divides 2. This is a formula for the midpoint. So x1 is -1 plus 5 divides 2, and we have 3 plus 5 divides 2. So from 5 take away 1 is 4. 4 by 2 is 2. And for the next point we have 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 by 2 is 4. So 2, 4 is the midpoint. Now we need to use the equation of line, that is y equals to mx plus b. Right? So m is -3, y equals to -3x plus b. We can find the b by using the midpoint, right? So putting x equals to 2 and y equals to 4, 4 equals to -3 times 2 plus b. So from here b is equals to 4 plus 6, that is equals to 10. So the equation of line that is perpendicular to AB and passes through the midpoint of AB is y equals to -3x plus 10. So this is the last question of our paper. If you have any queries, please let me know in the comment section, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.